Just can't see them. That's the thing. So when you guys are talking, you have to stand so they can see you. Because they can't see you. I don't know who wants to go first after that, but I'll start it off and then we'll go from there. So once again, guys, thank you for joining us online. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes with the presentation. We just have some more people popping into Zoom and a couple people coming through the door slowly but surely. For our people in person, we do have the schedules up here, the information for the athletic packet, and some flyers. And we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. We appreciate you coming in. So those online, we're just going to get started in about 1 minute or 2 minutes. For those in person, if you guys need the boys basketball or girls basketball schedule or any information for the athletic packets right here on the table, just come and grab it. Cozy. Okie dokie, so we're gonna get started because you guys are all on time, which I very much appreciate. So we're gonna get started. I'm Coach Lantis. I'm one of the athletic directors here at Windy Hill Middle School. The other athletic director is Coach Cheney. She's also the girls basketball coach. So I'm gonna start it off with all the fun information about all the stuff you have to do before you're allowed to try out for basketball. So basketball is the tryouts or intramurals is 2.5 weeks long. And they go from the 15th of November, we go for that week. Then we have the week of spring break, which everyone's off. Thanksgiving, not spring break. It's like the fall spring break, guys. And then we do another week and a half of tryouts and intramurals. And then it ends on December 7th with the final teams being chosen for girls. And then for the boys team, December 8th, that Wednesday, the final teams will be chosen. Your student does not have to make it to every single practice. okay? They only have to make it to half of the practices. So there's 26 hours or around 13 to 14 days offered. They only have to make it to 7 of the practices in order to be eligible to make the final team. If you do not come to at least 7 of the practices or 13 hours of the practices, no matter what, even if you're the best player at Windy Hill, you will not be able to make the team. Okay? It's a Lake County rule. The only other thing that really is needed is that you must go online. For those in person, it's a half sheet of paper. For those online, you can find it on our school website. And you must go online and fill out the online athletic packet. This is saying in case of an emergency, who do we contact? You understand that they're playing a sport and they could get injured. That you understand that they are healthy enough to participate. The online packet for parents maybe takes 10 minutes to complete. The hardest part is actually getting the doctor to do the online physical. This is not a school health entrance exam. I know a lot of you guys had to do that at the beginning of the year. This is a sports physical. It has to be done on this paper, which can also be found online by the Florida High School Athletic Association, saying that the doctor says that your child is healthy enough to participate in sports. If you turn in a school health physical, instead of this, I will deny you and I'll be like, hey, this is the paper it needs to be done on. And usually if you've already had a physical done this year after the June 1st, then you can easily just drop this off at the doctor's office and usually they fill it out for you. If you don't have that, a lot of the urgent cares, almost all the urgent cares in Claremont and the surrounding area do sports physicals for about $20, okay? Especially if you already used your insurance this year for the physical. I know that happens. And lastly, you do need an insurance card or insurance. If you don't have insurance, if you go to schoolinsuranceofflorida.com, they offer year-long school insurance for $15, and it covers your child for not just, accidents that might happen on the sports team, but, if anything happens during school, we get a lot of injuries in PE, so that's always nice to have that covered too. So those are the things that before you're allowed to participate, you must complete. Now, if you don't have these done the first day of practice, that's okay, okay? That just means they cannot participate that first day of practice. We have students who come in like the 5th day or 6th day of practice, and then once they have it turned in, then they are allowed to participate. So at that point in time, they only miss like the first half of the tryouts, and then they're able to compete in the rest of the tryouts. If you have any questions about that, just hold all the questions to the end and we'll get all that information more one-on-one if that's what you need. So we split our tryouts into morning and afternoon. About half of the practices are in the morning and half in the afternoon. This is so that if a parent works in the morning and they can't drop their kid off, they can still have the opportunity to try out in the afternoon and vice versa. Now, I understand this may be confusing, trying to keep track of the schedules, changing every day, but it is for those parents who are, most of us work, who have to work and aren't able to pick up or drop off their kids. We do ask that you be on time. If your student is late in the morning, it will count against them. Now, we understand things happen. Monday mornings happen, and you just get caught up. That's okay every once in a while, but if it's come as a habit where every day they're coming in 45 minutes late, it will count against them when they come for the finals of tryouts of being punctual. Another thing, when we have afternoon practices, if they stay after school and they go until 6 o'clock, okay? If you are unable to pick your child up at 6 o'clock and you can't pick them up until 6:30 or 7, or one time even 7:30, 8 o'clock, do not let your child stay after school for practice, because then when you come and pick them up an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours late to practice, we will tell you that your child is not allowed to stay after school anymore. Now, we understand, once again, emergencies happen. Okay, if something happens, we have to be able to contact you. So make sure your cell phone is on, or you contact your child saying, hey, this happened. It's an emergency. Okay, I got in a car accident, grandma's sick, brother got hurt at school. Please let us know so that we don't get upset, because we understand emergencies happen. But when we're waiting here until 8 o'clock at night and we can't get a hold of you, we have no choice but to call the cops to figure out, oh my gosh, this kid is abandoned. We don't know where the parents are. Okay. Our coaches, we stopped getting paid at 4:15. So, and that's just the way it is. So we stay here a lot of the times for free, and we love doing it. So when you are staying here another 2 hours, even hour, even 30 minutes afterwards. I tend as athletic director to get upset. Do not blame this on the coaches. It is on me. Okay. And if I have to come back here to make sure a kid is safe, I will ask you to never have your students stay after school, and they're welcome to come to every morning practice instead. That's why we offer that half and half. I'm pretty strict about that. To the best of your ability, please pick up your child on time. And if not, please make sure you have your cell phone on. So if you're late or something happens, we can contact you. Do you want to do nutrition? Or you want me to? Okay, perfect.
Hi, I'm Coach Cheney. I am the head basketball coach for girls. This is Coach Prasad, Coach Simone, Coach Montalvo, and Coach Brad.
Step into the camera.
There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. So, but basically what I wanted to get into today is nutrition and hydration. As we're conditioning and in practices early and in the afternoon heat, athletes arrive adequately hydrated and haven't eaten. I understand in the morning, some of you may not want to eat before practice, completely fine, but please encourage your child to take advantage of the free breakfast afterwards, or bring breakfast with them to eat after practice. Bringing a water bottle or something to hydrate that is not caffeinated would be the best thing to do after a practice. Again, we have water bottle fillers here that you can fill up your water bottle for after school practices. So even if you drink it all during the day, we want you to drink water. Okay. One of the biggest injuries that we have is cramping up, and it's not a huge injury, but it can hurt really bad. We ask that you bring your own water bottles. We don't have water bottles for everyone. It may be something that we can consider when we get to actual games and stuff like that. But as of right now, we do not have water bottles for everyone. And not only will dehydration or lack of calories affect your performance, it is dangerous. All right. Dress code. Sneakers with socks.
Please. No one wants your smelly feet. No one wants your smelly
Especially in the morning practices, and everyone kind of smells the rest of the day. Athletic shorts. We encourage no joggers, sweatpants, or spandex. Spandex is an absolutely no. No leggings, anything like that. It has to be athletic shorts. Sweatpants, if we are practicing outside, because there will be some days we are practicing outside because we have outside courts too, we will let you know ahead of time as much as possible. I would encourage you, if it's going to be cool in the morning, throw a pair of sweatpants in your bag if you're going to be too cold. But I want you to wear the athletic shorts only because if you're in the gym, it will affect your performance if you're too hot. Okay. T-shirts, no tank tops. Girls, you need to wear, and boys, you need to wear shirts. We don't do sports bras only. We do not just do shirts and skins for playing. We have pennies for reasons. We always wear t-shirts. Okay. No visible underwear. No jewelry is permitted at any time, including earrings, nose rings, lip rings, any of those. Okay. It's dangerous. Dangerous. All right. Anybody else want to talk? Sure.
All right. Hi guys, I'm Coach Bragg. Hi everybody online. So how the team's going to get picked with the whole traveling team situation. Again, you need to make sure that you make at least half the hours in order to be eligible, in order to be picked. As far as making the team ordering wise, we normally do anything around, as it says up there, about $30 or more. We try to stick close to those numbers. Again, you need to have transportation from home games and from all away games except for Gray Middle. And this year, Lake Point Academy has been added into that.
I'm going to say something real quick about that. If you cannot, sorry, I'm sitting down here with people online. If you cannot afford the $30 for the athletic uniform, please don't let that stop you from coming and trying out. We do have scholarships available for those who are unable to afford it. We know that COVID happened. We know that life circumstances happen. So we do have scholarship money available. You just need to come and talk to us, me or Coach Cheney, and we'll help you take care of it. Our games are not very far away. We play Eastridge Middle School. Gray Middle School is one of the farthest, along with Lake Point. That's why we offer a bus there and back. We play Lake Mineola Charter School, which is by Lake Mineola High School. And we play Imagine South Lake, which is literally 2 minutes down the road. So all of our games are pretty close. Our farthest games are where we offer a bus to and from. The rest of the games, the kids stay after school and we just offer a bus to the games. Sorry.
All right. So the one pack mentality is something that all athletics follow, all teams, doesn't matter who it is. But again, we are a team, which means we act as such. So again, bullying, anything of that issue is not tolerated at all. Okay, so we are going to be keeping an eye out for that. As well as if you get in trouble in class, stuff like that. Coach Montalvo, Cheney, all the coaches do have eyes and ears everywhere. So we will eventually hear about it. So don't think that you're going to get away with everything. Okay. We have been a very successful program in the last couple of years. So close last couple of years. We would like to continue that and continue our positive outlook on all our seasons as well as on all our games. So please keep a positive mindset first. No negativity in here. Otherwise, please keep in mind that if you do make the team, you are representative of Windy Hill Middle School. So if you are out and about in public or at a different school, your behavior is representative of us here at Windy Hill. So we need to make sure that we are on our best behavior at all times. Okay.
What I want to say is that one thing we will always encourage you is that you are a student and then you are an athlete. So if your grades are great now, you make the team and then they start slacking, you may find yourself sitting and we're doing tutoring sessions with you instead of, practicing. That may affect your playing time, but you are a student first and your grades are more important to us than your playing time at that point. So please understand. Also, if you're having troubles in classes, we have a variety of teachers here that teach basically every subject on campus. Okay? We are welcome to help you. We are here. Okay? I do math.
I'm good at math.
Yeah, we're math.
I'm science.
Science,
History. We're good.
We got a little bit of everybody here. So ask us. If we don't know the answers, we will help you find them. Okay?
Now, so for the super fun part, if you do not have a 2.0 GPA, that is a C average, you can always find your GPA online through Skyward Student. For parents, you can look at your kid's GPA. So if you do not have a 2.0 GPA, same thing in high school and in college, according to all sport rules, you are not allowed to play a part of our team. So if you have a 1.9 GPA, I'm going to say I am so sorry. Even if you're the best player, you are unable to join our team. You have to have a 2.0 or a C average to join the team. Okay, that means if you have a B and a D, that averages out to a C. You can always look that up online. We are students first, athletes second. And then the last thing is, along with this behavior, if you are a model student during basketball practice, but as soon as you leave this gym, you turn into unmodel students. Trying to make sure I say this right. When you get in trouble, you cause fights, you cause problems for your teachers, you're not able to hold your tongue, you will not make the basketball team. Okay? The reason is because if you cannot be trusted in a contained setting in a classroom, then we cannot trust you in a competitive setting on a basketball court. Okay? So you have to be able to control yourself as best as possible. Now we understand that things happen. Certain things happen. We will have a one-on-one discussion with you and your parents just to make sure we can figure out a good solution. But if it is something that is consistent and habitual where you're unable to control yourselves, you will not be a part of our basketball team. If you've already made the basketball team, you will be kicked off the basketball team. So guys, we have to make sure we behave on and off the court. Your examples and leaders in the school. Like I said, I can do all the fun stuff. So we got the girls' basketball contact information. This is Coach Salmoni. Okay, and then this is Coach Prasad. Oh.
I did it wrong.
You can find all of their contact information online. Because unfortunately this was typed wrong. But you can find it all online, or you can all of our contact information is on the school website. We also have a reminder that you can contact us with. So I'm just going to stand in front of this so no one gets that. Okay, now boys basketball.
It was me. It was my fault.
Coach Bragg, Coach Montalvo.
Yes. Tall one is Coach Montalvo. Other tall one is Coach Bragg. They're both tall. The way the teams are picked is they have all the coaches have a rubric. Okay. If a student would like this rubric, the student can request the rubric. Probably about a couple days into practice because we have a lot of students that come out, so we have to make copies. And then the coaches will judge based on that rubric. It includes dribbling, passing, shooting, sportsmanship, teamwork. What am I missing? Attitude. Okay. So it's not just about skill, it's also about how you behave. And yeah, so they go with that. So let's make sure there's nothing left on here. Okay, so if you are online and you have a question, please make sure you use that like fun raise your hand thing. If you're in person and have a question, I know it's gonna be weird. There's a couple of you in here. If you want to raise your hand and be like, hey, I have a question, that would be awesome too. So if you got a question, now is a great time to ask your questions for people online and in person. If you have a question specifically, oh yes. So if you're talking about this, yeah, he can bring this in person and I can upload it for you. That's perfectly fine. Yep, if everything else is good. I denied because of the school health. And it's, trust me, I've done like 20 or 30 of those just this past week. So yeah, if he just wants to bring this into me or Coach Cheney, we can upload it for you. As long as he has that, he'd be okay. Since he has everything else done. Nancy, and then Diana.
Hi, good morning. What time are the morning practices? Did you say 7?
Yes, it is 7 o'clock. Sorry,
Okay.
they're online. They should be, but it is 7 o'clock in the morning. The door will be open around 6:45, 6:50 to allow students into the gym to get ready for practice.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Diana had a question. If you are in person and had a specific question for one of the coaches, go ahead. If you're online and have a question, please just, unmute yourself, let me know.
I have a question.
Yes.
How much time do they have to get ready after the morning practice and in between school starting?
That's a great question. So practice will end around 8:30. That will give them 15 minutes, 20 minutes before breakfast starts at 8:50 to get ready. And they do not, and they're not released till first period until 9 o'clock. So 20 to 30 minutes to get ready after practice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I had a great question online. How long do they have to get ready after practice? Practice usually ends around 8:30. And then from that point, we will release them for breakfast at 8:50. So they have at least 20 minutes to get ready, but they don't have to go to first period until 9 o'clock. So 20 to 30 minutes to get ready after practice. Yes, Diana.
If they already have participated in like flag football, do we still need to submit another packet to you?
That is a wonderful question. No, if you've already participated in volleyball or flag football or had an approved packet from August till now, you do not have to submit another online athletic packet. So since I'm not getting too many questions, that means we did a fabulous job. People don't like to talk in front of others. So parents or students, if you have a question and you're in person, please feel free to come and talk to the coaches individually, and I'll answer the questions right here online. So you guys can get up and go if you would like. Yes, I had Isabel.
Yes, I don't see the practice schedule for the basketball online.
Okay, well, I apologize. I did ask them to put it on the website about 2 weeks ago. So we will have it up online. We also have in-person copies. It starts Monday for boys basketball or girls basketball?
Boys.
Okay, so it starts Monday, the 15th at 7 a.m. And for boys basketball, it is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. And then Tuesday and Thursday is after school till 6 p.m.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Sorry about that. I'll make sure they put it up online. I assumed that when I sent it to them, they did. My bad. That's what I get for assuming.
Thanks.
Diana, did you have another question?
I feel like I have something today after.
Robert, did you have a question?
Yeah, I had a question. I don't know if you can hear me well or not, but so I know my son tried out for flag football and the program didn't have any my son's in 6th grade.
Okay.
So I know that the basketball is a little bit different with the rubric.
Yeah.
The way the teams are picked. So on that rubric is maturity or age, any of the categories. Does your grade determine his eligibility, or is he affected in any way? Because in flag football, they literally took not one 6th grader, and my son was already discouraged because of that situation. So he is suspect to try out because he feels like it's going to be a similar situation.
I can tell you in all sports that there is no, on the rubric, there is nothing for grade or maturity or anything like that. I can tell you that in basketball, they always take at least 1 or 2 6th graders. They have at least in the past couple years. The only thing is that it is based on skill level. And
Yeah, that's understandable.
and
That's how
then
it should.
7th and 8th graders, the older they are, they usually have a couple more years of experience.
Yep.
But no, there is nothing on the rubric at all for anything to do with age or grade level or maturity. It is all about skill and attitude.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have the paperwork?
If you are online and you do not have any questions, you're more than welcome to sign off. If you have questions, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, see you.
But we went through the online version with the high school and coincides with the high school and transfer. So that's where.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
But that goes right to that website right there, and she can. Yeah.
If there are no more questions online, I am going to stop recording this so I can upload it to YouTube. If you have any questions, please feel free to do it now. But when I have to stop recording, I have to end the meeting. So if you have any questions, this is your last opportunity. I am going to stop the meeting right now in just a couple moments. So please let me know if you have any questions. Yes, Arlene?
How long is the season?
How long is the what?
I mean,
I'm sorry, you're just cutting out on me. Can you just repeat that question?
Everything like that. How long does it go till? How long is the season for basketball?
Oh, the season. If you
How
once
long
you
is
make
the actual season? What month does it go to?
it goes until February, the middle of February. So about the second week in February is the last game.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any last questions? Okay, so I'm gonna stop the meeting now. I appreciate you guys joining us. And I hope to see you guys at tryouts. Thank you.